Let's be real for a second. Money doesn't grow on trees. If it did, we'll all be in a constant state of euphoric chaos, trading avocado toast for Apple stocks. But alas, we live in a world where the financial game is a little less about magic, but a lot more about strategy, patience, let's be honest, a fair amount of hustle. Yet, despite this wild ride, financial resilience isn't some mythical unicorn reserved for the billionaires or financial gurus. It's something each of us can cultivate. And guess what? You don't have to be perfect to achieve it. Imagine you're cruising down the financial highway, feeling pretty good about life. Suddenly, bam, a flat tire. Oh wait, it's an unexpected expense that drains your savings. Now your car is being towed figuratively, follow me on this, and you're stuck in the middle of a financial pothole. Here is the key. Every financial pothole is a detour, not a dead end. Financial resilience is all about rolling with the punches and not letting one blip on your radar turn into a full-blown panic attack. That surprise bill is just a test of how you adapt. You carry peers. That's an opportunity to develop your inner money magic. Here's the thing, financial setbacks are inevitable, but you don't need to crumble under their weight. Instead of thinking, why me? Try asking, what can I learn from this? That little shift in mindset transforms the challenge from a roadblock to a growth opportunity. You don't need to be a Wall Street wizard to master the hacks of financial resilience. All you need is precision. Imagine you're throwing a party. You've got your music, your snacks, your drinks, but somehow you've forgotten the most important element, your guest list. Financial resilience is like making sure your guest list is on point before you even start the fun part. Create a budget that works for you. Track your expenses without being creepy about it. Set realistic saving goals. These small steps are your weapons of choice. Nothing flashy, but incredibly effective. When your financial foundation is strong, you can take those risks that lead to the good stuff. Like that dream vacation home you're planning on buying. It's not about how much you earn, it's how you manage what you have. Get this right, and you'll find yourself on the pathway to freedom, not fear. Have you ever noticed how bad a financial day can feel like the end of the world for you? You check your bank account, and boom, it's a scene straight out of a disaster movie. Yet, financial stress is often more about perception rather than reality. That is why financial resilience isn't just about numbers, it's about perspective. Let's say your emergency fund is smaller than you would like it to be. You could spend hours beating yourself up about it, blaming everything from your coffee addiction to the impulsive online shopping spree you did last week. Or you could shift gears and focus on what you can do now. No one is perfect. Spoiler alert, even the people who look like they have it all together are just probably very good at pretending. The key to financial resilience is not letting a minor setback take you down emotionally. It's about viewing the situation through the lens of empowerment. Are you learning? Are you adjusting? Are you developing new strategies? Awesome! You're doing better than 90% of the population, and that deserves a real pat on the back. The power to diversify your life and diversify your income streams. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. But when it comes to finances, some of us are still carrying around a basket full of broken dreams and a single eggs. Come on guys, let's get to work. Let's diversify those eggs. Financial resilience isn't just about saving more. It's about creating multiple streams of income, however that looks for you. Maybe it's a side gig, a freelance work, or even monetizing a hobby. The more sources of income you have, the less dependent you become on any one of them. The real wealth is time, not stuff. Here's the bomb. Stuff doesn't buy happiness. It just buys you a whole lot of things to clean, to organize, and eventually donate. Real wealth is about time, how you spend it, and how you protect it. Financial resilience means having the financial freedom to do what truly matters. Whether that's spending more time with your family, working on a personal project, or simply having the flexibility to sleep in whenever you feel like. The more you can focus on experiences rather than accumulating stuff, the more financial peace you'll find. Yes, I know, shiny new gadgets are tempting. And let's be real, how many of us have accumulated a drawer full of gadgets and now serve only as decorative paperweights? Financial resilience is about aligning your money with your values and making sure what you're spending it on truly enriches your life. Focus on the emotional side of money. Be kind to yourself. We live in a world where the pressure is to have it all is real. Social media feeds are packed with the influencer flashing their wealth and like the badge of honor. And here's the catch. Financial resilience isn't about keeping up with the Joneses. It's about keeping up with yourself, your goals, your needs, and your dreams. So be kind to yourself. If you've made a mistake of splurging a little too much on pizza last, it's okay, forgive yourself. Embrace the journey. After all, if financial resilience were a straight path, it wouldn't be as nearly interesting. The twists and turns and the occasional missteps are part of the whole adventure. We all want to make money. We all want to be successful. But there's a little twist to the plot that nobody tells you about. You've got to get small before you can get big. I know. That sounds counterintuitive, right? But bear with me this moment. The little gem of wisdom comes from the brilliant psychologist Ellen Aron, who argues that our egos are constantly working overtime to maintain a comfortable, justifiable place in the world. But here's the kicker. When you decide to take those massive leap into entrepreneurship, you have to be okay with being small again. Here's the deal. You've already achieved something. Maybe you've cracked the code to being the big dog in a tiny little kennel. You've hustled, you've learned, and you've squeezed every ounce of success you could out of the current space you're in. But when you're ready to go for the next big thing, whether it's launching your own business or making a leap to the next level of wealth, you can't strut in there like you own the place. You can't march into your new business and start giving and matching orders and telling people what you do. You need to leave your ego at the door. You need to come in as a student, not a teacher. It's hard to go from being a big dog in a small space to being a fresh-faced rookie in a new arena. After all, you've put in the time, the sweat, and a questionable amount of energy drained to get you to where you are. You've built up your reputation, your skills, your confidence to the point where you think you've got a secret sauce to success, and then bam, you're starting fresh in a new entrepreneur venture. You need to leave your ego at the door. The ego hates that. Here is where the magic happens. You don't need to be the master. Put down the bossy attitude and pick up the learning mindset. That is where your real wealth happens. Walk into your new path of business venture with the humble energy of someone who doesn't know how the coffee machine works, let alone how to scale up the next big idea. Because here's the truth. If you can't listen, you can't learn. And if you can't learn, you can't lead. Now, you have to swallow the hard pill. No one wants to follow a leader who hasn't learned how to follow. You know how there's that one guy at the party who won't stop talking about how great he is with everything, yet nobody cares. Don't be that guy. When you're jumping into a new venture, the first thing you need to do is listen. Like, really listen. Listen to the people who've been there. Listen to the people who know the place. Listen to the market. Hey, listen to your competitors. Listening is how you learn. And once you've really listened and absorbed all the information, you can start to learn your way up to leading. Learning isn't glamorous. It's not as flashy as pulling up in a Lamborghini or flashy gold pill credit card. But it's where the foundation is laid. It's like being a sponge. You soak up all the knowledge and insight from those who've been there and who've done that. You got the scars to prove it. You'll be tempted to skip this stage because, hey, you've already made it. In some areas in your life, where I promise you, if you skip the learning stage, you're setting yourself up for a major face plant. Once you've gone through the listening phase and then the learning phase, something incredible happens. You become a leader. Yes. You've earned the right to step into your own power, into your own financial freedom. But here's the thing that everyone forgets when they rush to call themselves a boss before their time. They confuse leadership with control. Leadership isn't about backing orders or demanding respect. Leadership is about knowing your staff so well that people naturally want to follow you. They see your vision, your hustle, and your ability to guide them in the right direction. But here's the plot twist.